Bandit family, we back at it like a crack at it. About to get the doggos right. Fucking with the content, go and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment on the video, send it to your mammy. Be greatly appreciated. I have to reorder the meat grinder too, so that way I can start getting their food. So I have to start shopping around and see who has the cheaper quality, well, not cheaper quality, but the cheapest route to go as far as getting the meat and the different things that I want to get for the dogs. I know I'll go to Costco's and get the eggs and shit. But as far as like the chicken and beef and fish, I'm still gonna have to find somewhere to get all that for a good price. So if y'all know of places that sell meat, poultry, shit like that for good prices, drop them in the comments. What's up, nigga? Hey, get your ass back in there. Hey, go, back up. Back up. And today I want to talk about, about knowing your breed. So for example, I know that Bubba's not aggressive, but he resource guards. So what I mean by resource guard, so say for example, if I have him and Apollo in the room together or together somehow, and I have a toy and then Bubba is playing with the toy, and then Bubba stops playing with it, and then Apollo decides to go play with it, Bubba is then gonna go to Apollo and attack Apollo because he feels that that toy is his toy. So that's resource guarding. But before I got Bubba, I didn't know that either Pressas or Borbals, that's something that's common in them. And I didn't know that before I got them because I didn't know a whole lot about them when I first got them. I just liked how they look, and so I wanted one. So I didn't know too much about them, but that's one common thing either about the Pressas or the Borbals, is that they resource guard. So had I known the breed a little bit more during that time, I could have prevented that. But you're not gonna know everything, obviously, and a lot of times with dogs you learn a lot of shit with just experience. Honestly, experience is the best teacher. But for somebody who hasn't had dogs, and then they may experience something like that with a dog attacking another dog, they may say that the dog is unfit, that the dog is an aggressive dog whole time. That's one of the dog's characteristics. So I would say that happens a lot of time. I would say that's how pit bulls get a bad rap, because people that shouldn't have pit bulls will get a pit bull and then some shit'll end up happening. So say like a old lady, I have a pit bull, and she doesn't understand how aggressive this dog may be. She just likes how it looks. So she decides to take it out to a park, and then it ends up getting into a fight with another dog, and then she can't even get her dog off of the other dog because she's really not even fit to be owning this type of dog. She just really has it for the look of it. So that's when knowing your breed comes into place. And that's another thing, when people decide to go and get a dog, that's another thing. A lot of the times you'll see somebody will get a dog that they have no business having. Say somebody who isn't very active in life, they're lazy, they don't do much, but they decide to go out and get a Malinois because they like how it looks, not understanding all that comes behind this dog. See that a lot of times, where people just get a dog just for the look of it, and you don't know anything about the dog. You don't know any of this dog's characteristics, and it might even have characteristics about it that you don't like, but you may look at it as a flaw, but the whole time that's how the dog is supposed to be. So when you're going to pick a dog, take your lifestyle into consideration. Don't just go out here to get a dog just because you like how it looks. Actually do some research on the dog, find out something about it. Obviously you're not gonna learn everything, but some knowledge is better than none. But like I said, a lot you're gonna learn with just experience with having dogs. But that's not to say that you shouldn't be researching the type of dog that you want to get before you get it. And I also kind of took that into consideration when I decided I wanted to breed dogs. Is I wanted to have dogs for everybody. So I have the dogs for more people who have had large breed dogs. That's why I have Bella and Bubba. For people who want some type of guard dog, some type of big, protective, intimidating, mastiff looking type dog. So that's my whole purpose with them. And then with Apollo and Dream, if somebody doesn't want a dog, say as big as Bella or the size of Bubba, then I have Dream and Apollo, but they're still stocky, muscular, intimidating, confident dogs though. It's just a smaller version, honestly. And then if that may be too much for somebody, I have Ellie and Tux. And then in my opinion, the Pocket Bully is the best dog that you can get as a starter. And that's my opinion, because they can be super athletic, but they can also be super chill. And as far as with the Pocket Bullies, they're miniature, but they're also they're a very dense dog. Like, they may be small, they may look small, but they're very solid. At least in my dogs, at least. So the Pocket Bullies, I would say they're the most functional dog out of all of my dogs. And as far as functionality, that it's a good starter dog because they're not aggressive. They're not dog aggressive. Well, my dogs aren't aggressive. They aren't dog aggressive. And they're the perfect size. They're small. And it's the first small breed dog that I've had. You can't even say they're a small size breed. They're more of a medium size, but they're the smallest breed that I've dealt with. And another small dog breed that I'd be interested in getting is a Beagle. I had a Beagle when I was a kid, and I always wanted to get another one. Maybe that'll be the hound dog that I add to the pack. And I think Bubba hurt himself from jumping on this damn house. So I'm gonna have to take these damn cinder blocks out of here. I think he hurt his left leg or his paw. And then him jumping up and down here ain't helping it, so. Here, bro. I gotta spray them too. Go, 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 go eat, go, go. But that's something that I took into consideration when I decided I wanted to start breeding dogs. And I wanted to have dogs for everybody, all walks of life, for the experienced dog owners down to the people who've never owned a dog, people who've never been around a dog before. I had took all of that into consideration when I got every one of my dogs. And I wanted to get a dog that fit each other. So like Bella fits breeding with Bubba. It makes sense. It makes sense to breed Dream to Apollo. It makes sense to breed Tux to Ellie. I would say that the pockets are the most functional dogs that I have, and honestly some of the most functional dogs out there for anybody. So I got the best pockets out there, man. I make sure I hit all aspects of my dogs. Health, the shit that I feed them, exercise, take all that shit into consideration. I want them to look good, but I want them to also be healthy dogs. And for the most part, they're all healthy dogs. Apollo, he can't eat everything. He has a really weak stomach, which is also something that a lot of bullies have. But there's different things that you can put into place to strengthen his immune system. I want to say different antioxidants like blueberries, adding shit to their diets like that. That's something that can improve their immune system. Come on, come on, come on. Like you can give them salmon oil for their skin. You can give them eggs and the eggshells for their skin. A lot of people see when you put in eggshells in dog's food, they tell you not to do that, but it's actually good for them. It's extra calcium. You want your dog's coat to shine, give them eggs, salmon oil, sardines, any type of fish oil, honestly. Fish oils are really good for dogs. So that way when I start making their raw food, I'm going to incorporate things that improve their gut health. And that's also why you'll see dogs eating grass and shit. It's to kill the bacteria in their stomach. So I take that into consideration when I make their raw food. And if you feed your dog sardines, make sure it's in water and not oil. Dogs can eat sardines, but not in the oil. What's up, girl? You look dumb, all excited. Go. What you doing? But I would say majority of the people who get dogs for me will probably be people who get the pockets, because they're just more functional dogs. Not to say that people aren't going to be interested in Dream, Apollo, Bubba, and Bella. Speak. Go. But I'm just not going to sell my dogs to anybody. If I know that you're somebody who's never had a dog before, I'm not just going to sell you a puppy off of Bubba and Bella just because you have the money to pay for it. Have you had a dog before? No, you haven't. All right, well, this ain't the dog for you, because you ain't gonna do nothing but bring me the dog back, which is cool. I'll take all my puppies back, but we can prevent that. How is your home style? Like, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Are you an active person? Do you just sit at home? Where do you live? Do you live in an apartment or a house? Do you have the space for them, honestly? So I'm gonna take all of that shit into consideration before I even sell a dog to you. So it'll be a list. What's up, girl? But you should definitely be taking all of those things into consideration before you get a dog. This type of lifestyle that you live, and stop getting dogs just for the look of them. Actually do some research about the dog. What's up, girl? take these damn center blocks out here so he can stop getting on this house. At least until his damn leg heal. Yeah, no more of that. Chill out. What's up, ho? Yeah, you thought it was. You always gotta do the most. Back up with your long head. What's up, ho? All right, back up. Back up. What's up, pussy nigga? Come on, man. Ooh, ho. Yeah. Make you back your punk ass up now. Yeah. Pussy ass nigga. Oh, you ain't scared no more? Okay. That's good. This boy used to be terrified of that noise. But that's how I desensitized him to loud noises. Every day, I would just clank the pan by his head. That way he got accustomed to it. That way the noise doesn't scare him anymore. For those of y'all who first started watching me, y'all remember when Poe would be scared to death when you hit the pans. Now that shit don't faze him. And that was me desensitizing him to loud noises over the time. That's why I do that. FYI. But if you made it this far to the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, comment on the video, send it to your mammy. It'd be greatly appreciated. And just like that, we gone.